welcome back to Brownie Points. And today we're having a very, very important topic. Today's topic is about miscarriages and stillborns. I really want to talk to you guys about this because I follow this little mom page and I have been seeing some moms deal with it, and it really breaks my heart for them to feel like they are going through it alone and by themselves. So I just kind of want to bring this topic to you guys to help everybody kind of get through this part of their journey if it happens. I know that you may hate that it happens to a sister, to a friend, to a wife, or to yourself, because it's just heartbreaking. But I want you to know that you can get through it. If you're watching this video right now, by the end, I promise you, you're going to be okay. So just take a deep breath and we're going to go through everything. There is kind of a thin line between a miscarriage and a stillbirth, but I want you guys to know the difference. A miscarriage is from 19 weeks and up. A stillbirth is from 20 weeks and up. 19 weeks and back for a miscarriage, and 20 weeks and up for a stillbirth. Now, I have experienced both. I have experienced a miscarriage quite a few times. I have 2 rainbow babies, but I have experienced a stillbirth once. I would say which one affected me the most. I would say all of them did, but the most was the stillbirth. Look, I am proud of myself to be able to talk with you guys about it, because once upon a time I never like to think about it. I never like to talk about it. I would just take it and just pack it away, never say anything else about it. But I want to share this with you guys. So let's see. So my husband and I, we had a doctor's appointment, and let's say I was probably like 22 weeks, something like that, because we had just found out the gender, and we were going to the OBGYN to go check everything out, because we want to buy a crib that same day. And my midwife, she was checking for the heartbeat and she couldn't find the heartbeat. So I was like, okay, that's strange. I don't know why I had this feeling like something was wrong. Like I knew deep down, because that never happens. It just never happens. So she kept checking, and then she said, hold on, give me a second. So she went and she got another midwife. Now this midwife, she's older, so she wanted to just double check to make sure that, to make sure. And she didn't hear anything either. So they had went out the room together, and my midwife came back in and she said, the baby has no heartbeat. And I cried right there. Like, I cried so bad right there. I just burst out in tears. Like it was like a wave of emotion just came over me. And my husband, he was just holding me. He was doing his part. He was just holding me, because there's nothing that you could really say. So I had asked her what happened. Like, did I do something wrong? I've been taking my prenatals. I've been being careful and everything. And she was like, these things, they just tend to happen. So we got our things and we left, and we had a quiet ride home. And my husband run off into the room, and he was sitting on the bed. So I sat down beside him, and he just burst out into tears. That's my first time ever seeing my husband cry. And he was like, this was going to be our first girl. And it was our first girl. We had already had Carson, and that was going to be our first girl. And it was something where we had to be strong together with, because it was hard, guys. It was really hard to just find out the gender. We were so excited. We were going to go get a crib that same day, and to find out that the baby has no heartbeat, the baby's dead. I try not to feel traumatized to this day, because it's something that I think about a lot. So, like, we had picked out a baby name, picked out everything. We were just ready. We were ready for everything, and it felt like everything just like that was going. And I had to wait until that Monday to go have surgery, and we went to the doctor's appointment on that Friday. So I still had the baby inside of me for the whole weekend, and that that right there triggered a lot for me. And like I could still feel baby moving and stuff like that. And I just slept through the whole weekend to just hurry up and just get it over with. But after surgery, it was done, it was over with, and that was it. Like I kind of, what I did was I took those thoughts and those memories that I had of our baby girl and I packed it away in the back of my mind, and I don't bring it up again. Sometimes I do think about it and it does affect me like really bad, and I just turn to my boys and I just thank God for blessing me with them, because God doesn't make mistakes about certain things, and God probably felt like it just wasn't the time. So I just tried my best to understand everything that was going on and understand what had happened, and try not to question God, because I know God doesn't make any mistakes, but I questioned just a little bit. I was like, why? Like I felt bad for doing that. So I stopped doing it and I started to just accept everything. Guys, for the husbands, I want you guys to understand that my husband, he was a great supporter for me doing that, because that was hard. And there's really not much that you can do, to be honest. You can just be there for her, because it's a lot. Your body, even with miscarriages, your body, you go from being pregnant, all these hormones growing and forming up inside of you, to nothing. So sometimes our body tries to catch back up to what's going on to get back to normal. It tends to make our hormones kind of crazy at times, and we don't know how to handle it. So you guys have to be patient with your wives when they are going through this. You have to be understanding. You gotta be patient, understanding, and just be there. Sometimes we just want to be held. Sometimes we don't want to be bothered at all. And you have to understand that. You can't become frustrated with your wife or with your girlfriend because she's feeling a certain way about losing a baby. I don't think that people really understand what women really go through. I don't think that men could handle the emotions and the mental things that women deal with, because we have to go from having a baby to no baby at all, and our body has to get back to normal just like that. I can't tell you how many times I was traumatized after having miscarriages, and watching my belly so big now, I'm still afraid to check my underwear when I go use the bathroom. I'm still afraid to look down at my underwear to make sure I'm not spotting. I'd be afraid of the smallest cramp I'm having. I mean, I promise you, it becomes traumatizing like that. So you guys have to be surrounded around people who are supportive. You have to be surrounded around people who are understanding. You can't be surrounded around people who are selfish when you're pregnant, because I promise you, things will rub off on you, and whatever you do, it rubs off on the baby. You just can't have that stuff around you, especially after dealing with a miscarriage or a stillbirth. It will take you down even further, and you just don't want those things to happen. Now, for the moms who have experienced a miscarriage or a stillbirth and you're watching this video right now, I want you to listen to me when I say this. I promise you, you will be okay. I mean, I'm not saying this just to make you feel better. I'm not saying this just to get you to keep watching my video. I'm saying this to you because I know that you will be okay, and I've been there. You have to hold it together for yourself. We will never forget. I'm not telling you to just kick it out your memory and just forget. I'm not telling you that, because we will never forget what happened. We will never forget feeling a baby inside of us and now it's gone all of a sudden. We will never forget that. I just want you guys to hold on and heal yourself. You will be okay. I know that it's hard right now. I know that it's challenging and it's traumatizing. You're afraid to get pregnant again, and you're afraid to be pregnant now. But you can't live your life in fear. Things happen. Things just happen. I promise you, I questioned myself. I questioned God. What did I do wrong to lose my baby girl? What did I do? question for days, for months, for years to just figure out where did I go wrong. But all of a sudden something came to me and I told myself, you have to stop doing that. You have to stop beating yourself up about something that you had no control over. And once I drilled that inside my head, I started to feel a bit better. I started to understand a bit more. Things just happen, guys. And we have to learn how to not let something that's so bad take away other beautiful things that is in our life. I know that it hurts. I know that it sucks. It sucks and it's heartbreaking to just deal with that. But you have to remain strong. You have to keep trying to have beautiful babies because it will happen. But you can't let yourself drown in the thought of losing your babies. You gotta keep going. Because if you allow yourself to drown, then what? Nothing. Just gonna be drowning. And you don't want that to happen. Now guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Please tune in for more videos and leave us a comment down below to let us know how your journey is going. Thanks for watching, family.